Yes, good day everyone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. We're just diving straight in. Hello, hello. This is a first for me, shiny hunting on stream. I do like me some shiny hunting, I must say. But yeah, I never do it on stream. As you can see, we're shiny hunting Shaymin, and I'll immediately forget to hit the encounter button. Let me do that real quick. Yes. Alright, I'm hunting three things at the same time. I'm hunting Shaymin on the Switch, which you can see. And I'm hunting type null on my 3DS, which you cannot see because I have no way of streaming my 3DS. And I'm probably not going to find type null anytime soon. As you can see, I'm over odds for Shaymin, which is painful. I know what you're going to say. Running away is faster. I know. And I did the majority of the encounters by running away. But, however, I'm triple hunting at this moment. I'm dual hunting type null on my 3DSs, which, well, when I'm doing that, I cannot do runaways. I completely screw up. It doesn't work for me. So I opted to soft reset while I'm double hunting for type null. So if you're wondering why am I soft resetting for Shaymin, that's why. So then you know. As you can see, I just reached odds. I'm standing in the odds right now, and that's totally fine. That's the life of shiny hunting. But the sad part is my type null hunt is also over odds, and that's even more over odds. So the odds for gift Pokemon in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, as well as the odds for this Shaymin, are 1 in 4,096. That's the base odds without Shiny Charm. Now, I do have Shiny Charm in all these games, but gift Pokemon are unaffected by Shiny Charm, and BDSP just is a different type of game. The Shiny Charm just doesn't work. So yeah, we have to deal with that, and that's fine. I was mentally prepared. I'm not new to Shiny hunting, as you might see in the title. I'm doing a Shiny Living Dex at the moment. That's quite an undertaking. But I'm already at 458 shinies, I believe, from the top of my head. I cannot see my stream title at the moment. But that's quite some shinies, I must say. And I even hunted a lot of shinies before I did my Living Dex, but I opted to start the Living Dex completely from scratch. So I did hunt a shiny Giratina in Platinum, which I went 22,000 encounters for. Perfect. But I decided not to include those in my Living Dex. I completely started from scratch, and I'm kind of doing it in order, not really. I'm currently in Gen 3. That's why you see my last shiny was a Dustox. But I wanted to get the 3DS hunts out of the way. So think about type null, Silvally, Poipole, and Aganadel, because, yeah, well, the Pokemon Bank servers are going to shut down someday. It's not announced. They are supposed to be up for unlimited time, but we all know it's going to happen someday. So I just want to prepare for that moment so I don't miss out on any shinies. So there are 5 shinies that you can only get on your 3DS. Well, 6 actually. 6 shinies you can only get on your 3DS and not on the Switch, which are Shiny Celebi, Virtual Console, which I got in 5,600 encounters or something. Well, type null and Savala, as I just said. Poipole and Aganadel, because these are all obtainable in Sword and Shield. But you cannot shiny hunt them. They're shiny locked, because Game Freak likes shiny locking Pokemon, which sucks. But well, it's what it is. Luckily, they are shiny huntable in this game. In the older games, I mean. And Spinda for some reason, because BDSP screwed up with the Spinda patterns. And they I don't know how it's exactly, but I believe they flipped the code, so all Spinda patterns are inversed, so to say. I don't know exactly how it works, but, well, typical BDSP, they cannot be transferred to home because of this error. So the only Spinda you can transfer to home are the Spinda you get from older games, because Spinda is only available on the Switch in BDSP. So I hunted Spinda on Omega Ruby, transferred it over, and now hunting this type null, which you cannot see. So you don't have anything of use for that. But the double type null hunt was too boring for me, so I decided to hunt Shaymin on the side, which I'm streaming now because it takes such a long time, and I wanted to try streaming this game. So that's the story, and I keep forgetting to hit my encounter button while I'm talking, because apparently talking is hard when you're shiny hunting. Maybe I shouldn't be hunting in 3 games then. But yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm doing right now. Another type null, not shiny. Alright. I do like hunting in older games. In newer games, like Legend Arceus... No, not Legend Arceus. Legend Arceus is different. I will talk about that later. But Scarlet and Violet and also Legend ZA, shiny hunting is very easy. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like them easy shiny sometimes. I also hunt in them. For my living decks, it's very useful, because I can get a lot of shinies real quick. But it's also sometimes... just too much. You like a classic hunt sometimes, where you just cannot see the shiny in the overworld yet. It's a pure surprise. The big odds feel so rewarding when you get it, you know? So that's what I'm doing right now. 4,608. Yes. Oop. So I do like BDSP, even though it's... You know, the game is not very loved by many. It's also completely dead, no one plays it. So I don't know if it's a good idea to stream in this category, but I always like... I, for one, always go to the category of a game I want to watch. So when I'm hunting in BDSP, I'm going to the BDSP category to look at other streamers that are shiny hunting. Because it's like... very therapeutic experience when you're hunting in a game and you see others hunting in that game as well. You're in this together, you know? Shiny hunting while other people are shiny hunting is the best way to shiny hunt. And I don't know why, because that's weird. Sometimes I just watch something else, YouTube series or TV or something. I don't know. But there's nothing can beat shiny hunting while other people are shiny hunting. Shaymin, you're not blue. The risk with being over odds is, or at least the risk I fall into, the pitfall, is that I always feel like they're, how do you say this? Because you're over odds, it's due any moment now. But that's a total wrong way to look at shiny hunting, because it's just odds. It's just a chance that you find it. But every encounter is 1 in 4,000. So every encounter has the same chance. So I shouldn't be expecting it sooner now, because I did already so much encounters. Of course, the chance of getting a shiny, having seen a shiny increases per encounter I'm doing, but every individual encounter is the same odds. So because I just did 4,611 encounters, doesn't mean the next encounter is guaranteed a shiny. Which sucks, but it is what it is. But that's a pitfall I fall into, you know? When shiny hunting, because I could easily go another 4,000, which I hope I don't. Please no. I want to be done with this hunt because it's so slow. Luckily, the soft reset times on Switch 2 are so much better. Like, I remember soft resetting on the Switch 1 when the Switch 2 wasn't out yet. Woo! BDSP had a startup time that was crazy. And luckily, of course, you can do soft resets, not soft resets, runaways for this hunt then. So that's better. But yeah, it's not ideal. Of course, you want to have crazy quick soft resets. Sometimes you go back to older games like, well, now that Fire Red and Leaf Green are on the Switch, I'm planning on hunting Deoxys in there, because that's the only way I can get it for my Shining Living decks. Because the rules I set for myself is, every shiny needs to be hunted again, if I already hunted it. So it was from scratch every shiny I hunted previously doesn't count, completely from scratch. So that meant I already hunted Giratina, Groudon, Raikou, stuff like that. I already hunted that in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, or Auras. Or even the Dynamax Adventures. I have a Zygarde in Dynamax Adventures, which I'm not looking forward to hunt again. But well, it's what it is. What was I even going to say? I completely forgot. Well, that's embarrassing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm sure I'll think of it. I was talking about the rules I had for this living dex. Yes, everything needs to be hunted in a mainline series game. So Deoxys was already available in Pokemon Go, and there was recently an event that you could get Deoxys again in the Pokemon Go. I used to play Pokemon Go, of course, when it was a hype in 2016, but also I used to play for a long while, but eventually I just grew sick and tired of all the microtransactions, which of course I get it, it's a free-to-play game. That's what you want as a company to make money, yada yada yada. But when they started locking certain Pokemon behind events, of course they released these events later to the public, but yeah, there was the moment I was like, ooh, I don't like this anymore. Especially with all the big shinies coming to Razor Eggs, which incentivized you to buy incubators or raid passes. To each their own, of course. I'm very happy if you can still enjoy Pokemon Go. I just can't, so I made the rule for myself. Only mainline series games and no glitches. No glitches whatsoever. So, like, Shiny Mew is obtainable in Red, Blue, and Yellow Virtual Console if you do a lot of glitches. And then you can get a Shiny Mew that is transferable to Pokemon Home. But, yeah, that doesn't really feel in the spirit of Pokemon, or using void glitches or something. So if a Pokemon is event exclusive, I will count the event if it happens during my hunting period. But I'm not really going back in time to get those events if they're not active anymore through glitches or, God forbid, buying distribution cartridges. So, of course, there's Mew is in Faraway Island in Emerald. I believe it's only in the Japanese Emerald, if I'm correct. I'm not sure. Maybe it's also in the English Emeralds. You can have a Faraway Island, a sea ocean, an ocean ticket, ocean map ticket or something. And that can bring you to Faraway Island, where you can do runaways for Mew, which is awesome. I would love to do that hunt. But, first of all, the event is, well, not being distributed anymore. So to get the event, you need either a distribution cartridge, so that means having a second GBA, having a link cable, which I don't have. I only have one GBA. Then hunting it in a Pokemon Emerald, which costs a lot of money. I do have an Emerald, but if it needs to be Japanese, then I need to buy a Japanese one. There are a lot of fake cartridges on the market currently, GBA cartridges, and buying old games is not cheap. I'm so happy I bought my Heart Gold and Soul Silver in times when they were affordable. Like, I bought my Heart Gold on, well, in launch year, so then it was kind of affordable, semi. Of course, games are always kind of expensive. And I bought Soul Silver for only 25 euros, which I'm so happy. It's been years since that point. So I still don't have Pokemon Black 2, for example. And I had the chance to buy it one day for 60, and it was like, oh, that's expensive. I'll wait till I find a better deal. Oh boy, if only I knew. That better deal never came, and that better deal will never come. I don't know why I watched a YouTube video back then from a collector. I totally don't remember who it was, by the way. But that collector said, I've been in this collecting space for years, and you need to know that games always get more expensive, and then they drop in price again, and then they get more expensive, and then they drop in price again. So just wait until the price drops. Well, the price never dropped. Oh, who would have thought, hey? Yeah. What would you expect? Nothing much from the gaming industry and retro gaming as a whole. If only they would re-release those games, eh? Well, they now did Fire Red and Leaf Green, so there's hope for the Gen 3 games. Especially since the Gen 3 games have the connection with each other in game. It's still in the port. Of course, it's just a port they did on the Switch, and it's 20 euros. Is that a bit expensive? Maybe, yes, but you just need to really check for yourself if it's worth it. I like to have my games on a console. I like to be able to play it in handheld mode. I like the home connectivity. I purely bought it for Deoxys in this case, because that's the Pokemon I need to hunt for the living dex, and it's an affordable price to get it, and it's an event that's only now again available. But if I had to buy Pokemon Fire Red for the GBA, I first need to see if it's a legitimate copy. I need to get a distribution cartridge for Deoxys. I don't even know if Deoxys was distributed. It probably was, but I don't know how. Maybe it was. Yeah, I just don't. I would have to research that. So I wouldn't have done that. Today I looked into hunting Jirachi, because that's possible through the main series and without an event, because you could do it via the distribution cartridge that comes with Pokemon Colosseum. But oh boy, are those expensive. Like for average 300 euros for the distribution cartridge, which is crazy to me. Like 300, that's more than Hard Gold, Sword, Silver. So no thank you. I will skip Shiny Jirachi, which hurts of course, because I want to complete, or as close to completing as possible. So maybe someday when I meet someone that has the bonus disc and has a copy of Ruby and Sapphire, which I also don't have, because I started playing Pokemon with Diamond and Pearl, and I played every gen since. I bought some retro games back in the day, so I own an Emerald copy. I did solder the new battery in because the battery was depleted. I own a Fire Red Leaf Green. I of course have all the Virtual Console titles on the 3DS. So I played those games, but I'm not going to buy a Ruby and or Sapphire now, because that will take me probably 80 euros or something. Then I need to buy the distribution cartridge, which will be not cartridge, the Colosseum bonus disc, which will be 300, so it will be 380. I need to buy the GBA to GameCube adapter, which those are not expensive, but still 15, so it will be around 400 euros without shipping for just a shiny Jirachi. No, definitely not. I will wait, because there are a lot of shinies in the living dex. I won't be done for years. I started in November 2024, and it's now, March 2026, so 1.5 years I'm busy now. So I got a lot of shinies in that time period, but those, of course, most of them were through Scarlet and Violet, through Legends Arceus, through Legends ZA now also. I really am hoping for the home compatibility soon, because I really want to finish Gen 2 in home. I finished Gen 2 already, but I got the Larvitar line when Legends ZA just released, so I thought that a good opportunity to hunt them in there, and I expected home compatibility to release somewhere in January, but which I was delusional. I can fully admit. But now, of course, we know why Pokemon Home takes such a long time, which it shouldn't, by the way. It shouldn't take such a long time, but my theory is at least that they are waiting for Pokemon Champions. Pokemon Champions will release, I believe, in April. I'm not sure. But, of course, Pokemon Champions will only work with Pokemon Home. Of course, you can have rental Pokemon through Pokemon Champions, and I'm not sure how that's going to work exactly, because I'm not really into battling much. So, yeah, that will be a wait and see. But, of course, the big part of Pokemon Champions is being able to bring your Pokemon from all the main series games and having them visit champions, so you're not transferring them into Pokemon Champions, but they are reading your Pokemon Home data, if I understood that correctly. And for that to happen, of course, that needs to be built into Pokemon Home. Shiny hunting Shaymin? Hey, yeah, I am. I'm sadly not that lucky. As you can see, 4,630 encounters almost. But we're pulling through. The shiny will shine eventually. What was I saying? Yeah, Pokemon Champions. So, yeah, for Pokemon Home to work with champions, of course, the whole system needs to be rebuilt for Pokemon Champions to be able to read, your Pokemon data from Home. So I can imagine why they wanted to. No point in giving up on a shiny event only Pokemon. I know. It's amazing that they are huntable. And I saved my event all this time. Because I wanted to hunt it, but I didn't have motivation for it back then. I can't even remember when this event released. Was it like 2022 something? Pokemon Day or something? 2022? Just after Legends Arceus also released. So I saved it up. And now I found the moment to do it. And it takes a while. The hunt is not quick. You also hunted or hunting something at this moment? You got Legends Arceus just to eventually shiny hunt Arceus. Hey, nice. Nice. That's also a shiny target I need to do someday. It's so nice that they're huntable, even though you need Legend Arceus. But hey, at least you got a good game. Legend Arceus is a good game. At least. So you have some fun there, while you're also preparing your hunt in BDSP. Did you already start the hunt, or is it are you still waiting? Finding the motivation to do it. You have to complete all main missions and complete the Pokédex and catch Arceus himself to get the flute in Brilliant Diamond. Ooh, I forgot about that. That's a lot of work. Yeah. And like completing the Pokédex in Legends Arceus means like getting research level 10, right? So not just having one of each, but having all those research tasks. Also not yet. I'm gonna cheat through by transferring with what Pokemon. Yeah, I can imagine. At least I did the whole Dex completion in Legends Arceus when the game came out. I think it was fun. The game is fun catching Pokemon. It's not like in this game where you have to grind 1% encounters and then level up them slowly. Legends Arceus is quite intuitive in how they did it. So if you play through the game, you already catch some Pokemon. And you can of course transfer in the one you're missing. And then do the research tasks. You go to Scarlet and evolve them and transfer them back. After shiny Arceus only, so you don't care about cheating. Ah, okay. Yeah, if that's your only goal, then go for it. That's dedication. Just playing a game only for another shiny. But it's a good shiny. I don't have it, but some of my friends have shiny Arceus. They got it quick too, like 170 encounters, I believe. Jealous of that. I never have that luck with self-reset hunts or runaways. But that one is definitely on my list. I forgot to click the encounter button. So. But yeah, it's smart to use Pokemon Home to evolve them in Scarlet and Violet, of course, because you have the experience candies also. If you don't care about cheating, then go for it. Well, cheating, in air quotes, of course. You're not genning in Pokemon. You're just... I only believe the number counts. I could say I got Shiny Dialga in one attempt, but I really didn't. Oy. But you got Shiny Dialga though, if I'm understanding you correctly. That's cool, that's a flex. How many did it take you? Did you count? Or was it just on the fly? Less than 20 hours? Did it have a number? The number doesn't really matter. 20 hours? That's decent. For a 1 in 4,000 hunt in this game. Did you hunt it on Switch 1 or 2? That makes a big difference in soft reset times. Because if you hunted it on Switch 1, Switch 1 didn't have a Switch 2 yet? Yeah, I can imagine. You probably only got like, if you were optimal, let's say, what's my estimate? 90 encounters an hour. So, wow, my brain is completely, 9 times 2 is 180. So 1800 encounters, approximately. I don't know how optimally you hunted, of course. And I don't know how quick the encounters are. I just pulled the number out of my ass. But it sounds like it's under odds, so you were lucky. 100 encounters an hour? Okay, so between 1800 and 2000 encounters. Probably. So that's very good. That's very good. Do you hunt shinies often? What's your favorite target you ever got? Nope, you're not blue. Shiny Hunt a lot. You started in Scarlet. Hey, that's a good game to start it with. It's like a very good introduction to shiny hunting because it's, well, yeah, we don't have to lie. It's easier to get shinies in Scarlet and Violet, not because the odds are better, of course, but because, well, you see so many Pokemon in the overworld, and you can also make sandwiches if you want. It's a very good game to shiny hunt in. I really like shiny hunting in Scarlet. But only when I'm in the mood. Sometimes you're in the mood for a hunt like this, where you can just have it on the side and be a bit more brain dead. For Scarlet and Violet, you really need to look at your screen a lot. Because you don't have a shiny noise. You don't have sparkle aura. It's just you and the shiny. You accidentally found the hardest Pokemon to shiny hunt last year. Tell me more. I'm curious now. How did you accidentally find... What even is the hardest Pokemon to shiny hunt? In your opinion. Because I can name some hard hunts, but I don't know if you mean the hardest hunts. Yeah, I have it too. You're in the DLC right now? Nice. Nice. That's... Scarlet and Violet DLC was great. In comparison to the Legends EA DLC. Oops. I said nothing. I didn't like Mega Dimensions. Now I'm curious what shiny you found. The hardest shiny to hunt. Let me think. So you're doing tasks in the BB Academy and you're auto battling. Ah! You accidentally found a shiny while auto. Were you in the what do you call it, the synchro machine or something? That mode? Because that's scary if you're too far away and you leave the synchro mode and then it despawns. Ooh, that's scary. Or you kill it accidentally. Of course, the regular auto battle. Minior! That is... Okay, yeah. That is a hard shiny. Because you cannot see it, of course. Nice, congrats. Minior's a good shiny too. Not with the shell on. But when the shell is gone. That black with those colored... What are they? Triangles? But yeah, that's a hard shiny to find. You probably miss it so many times. So auto-battling is probably the only way to really find it. It was crazy? Yeah, I can imagine. Especially when you're just doing missions and not hunting for it. Nice. It's also shiny, you still need to hunt someday. I don't know in what game I want to hunt it yet. Probably also Scarlet and Violet, but... Maybe I hunt it in Sun and Moon. But then... Oh no, I won't. They have Explosion, I believe. Or Self-Destruct. No, that sounds like a bad idea. I'll stick to the Switch games. Almost 46 encounters. Always those numbers. You kind of get your hopes up. The shiny appears at a cool number. But it didn't. To brag even more about it, I forgot to save before engaging it. And it has self-destruct. Oh! What? That's awesome. You got it with self-destruct. It's like a ticking time bomb. It will use that move one time. Without saving, that's crazy. Yeah, of course you didn't save, because you probably didn't know it was shiny beforehand. So you were just like, why is it not encountering this thing? Why is it not killing it in the auto battle? And then you encounter it and oh my god, it's shiny. Quick ball for the win and the critical catch. Yeah. Nice. It had to be that way, eh? Nice. That's a cool story. I don't think I have those stories. Of those types of clutch shinies. I did fill some shinies in my day. Twice. I would only it was a shiny Sandile. I hunted it in Sun and Moon with the What's your plan for catching the Shaymin? Well, that's a good question. I have no plan. I have no false swiper with me. I heard the catch rate is quite good on the Shaymin. So I'm planning on just throwing a quick ball and seeing what happens. And if that doesn't happen, you might be able to make me some suggestions. Show me your team. Sure. I do lead with a let me see, with Ampharos. my team is half dead as well. Nice. So Ampharos, I believe, has Thunder Wave. It doesn't. Great. But it has Static, at least. So when Shaymin, if Shaymin does a physical move, I can paralyze it. The rest of my team is quite bad. Maybe I need to... let me grab my second controller. Maybe I need to see if I have someone with False Swipe, at least. I should have done this earlier. No. Full Swipe. My encounter widget is exactly in front of the buttons. Search. Boxes. Ha, I have no one. Oh yeah, I have one. What level are you? Level 10. Huh. I recommend a False Swiper with a Blissey or Gallade for Heal Pulse. That's a good suggestion. I'm afraid, though, I don't have them. I am going to look if I know I have a Pokemon with Thunder Wave, because paralyzing it might be useful. Heal Pulse heals the enemy. Ah, for when the PP runs out, hey? Wait, let me check. Do I have a Master Ball? Because if I do, I'm less worried. I do have a Master Ball. I think I will be fine. I'm just going to risk it, I think. I think. This might be a very bad idea. Always when I have a Master Ball, I think I'm fine. When it starts struggling, I won't weaken it. Not with without False Swipe. Arceus you're preparing for? Yeah. I should probably save the Master Ball for Arceus. But I can also do what you told me and just get a Gallade and a Blissey in good shape to heal and to False Swipe. and 2 Thunder Wave. Do you know if you can get multiple false swipe TMs in this game, or is it only once? I don't know if you know. Arceus probably has a terrible catch rate. Let me do a quick calculation. Google Chrome. I'll get my keyboard. It's either Gallade or Blissey, preferably Blissey because it has crap ton of HP. Yeah, I can imagine. Catch rate calculator. You cannot see this, but Gen 8. This is a Gen 8 game. Shaymin. What level is Shaymin? I actually don't know. I think it's 30. Let's check. What level are you, Shaymin? Show me. Oh, you want to catch it? That's a flex. Luxury Ball Arceus would go crazy. Yeah, that's a level 30. Okay, level 30. Oh, I cannot type. Invalid number. Come on. 30. The quick ball. Let's see. Quick ball. 40% chance we catch it in a quick ball with full HP. If that doesn't work and we use ultra balls, it's 20% per ball. So we have a 50%, a 95% chance of catching it in 14 balls. I like that. Okay, let's see. How much PP would it have? Shaymin, Cerebi. In the meantime, we can still hunt this. Shaymin. Let's see. Brilliant Diamond. Moveset Brilliant Diamond. Level 30. 10, 40, 50, 50 PP. Okay, I think I'm good. You're wanting to false swipe, paralyze, heal pulse, bring over Executor with skill swap and a berry and a sunny day. That's smart, the Executor with the berry and the harvest ability probably also. The only thing I don't understand is the sunny day. Can you explain the sunny day for me? What will that bring for you? Is it for your Executor to... I don't know. False swipe makes total sense. Paralyze also good. Smart. Heal pulse, very smart. Didn't think about it. And skill swap. Then probably Lepa Berry. But if you have a harvest Lepa Berry combo, you don't need the heal pulse, right? Because it will just be alive forever. Because it won't ever struggle. So you can just keep it on 1 HP. I'm not sure. I'm not good with Pokemon moves. Harvest makes it so it, where it only has a 50% chance to harvest the berry after it's lost. But with Sunny Day, that 50% will becomes 100%. Aha! Now that is something I didn't know. Okay. Smart. But then it will actually never die. So then you don't need the heal pulse at all. Because it will always eat a Lepa Berry. Oh, I will. I can check the chat later. I will save it. Thanks for the tips. That's good to know. For when I get to Arceus. And Darkrai. I'm also going to hunt Darkrai. I also have that event stacked somewhere in my game. I hope. You have a Pelipper? What's the Pelipper for? To reset the weather or something? No, that doesn't make any sense. Let me think. Pelipper. What can Pelipper do? Soak. It doesn't harm the opponent, but it changes the type to water. Aha. And then? If it... Okay, imagine. I'm imagining now. Arceus becomes a water type. Oh, wait. No, you said you wanted it in a luxury ball, so dive ball doesn't make any sense. Or maybe just in case, when it's not working or something. Next type, no. Not shiny. For example, Giratina. He can't be hit with a False Swipe due to its Ghost type. But with Soak you can change him to water, so False Swipe can actually hit him. That's smart. Yeah, that's smart. I always bring a Foresight Pokemon, but Soak is so much easier. Because then you don't need to hit Foresight. Yeah. And Soak just works on everything. Nice. That's also something I will take with me, definitely. Did you also hunt Giratina? Because you already hunted Dialga. Did you also hunt Giratina? Or is it also on the planning? No luck on Giratina yet, and started before I even kept track of numbers. Ah, okay, so it's just a hunt that's going on. You don't know how far you are. I'll keep trying. I did Giratina in Platinum, and it took a long time. It took 23,000 encounters, which of course the odds in Platinum are 1 in 8,000, so more likely that it takes a longer time. But yeah, sometimes it's rough. Stick with it and you'll get it eventually. That's my advice to you. After you've given so much actual practical advice. You had 850 on Regite and gave up because I got Arceus eventually coming up, and plus shiny Regite is ass. It is ass. Can we talk about that? Why is Regite so bad? Like, it's almost... You cannot tell. You need to wait for the sparkle. I hunted one recently in the Ultra Sun for the living decks I'm doing. It took me 3,000 encounters, I believe. That shiny is bad. I was maybe a little confident that I would be able to spot it after so many encounters, but I just couldn't. Luckily, the other Reggies are okay. You regretted every moment of it. I can imagine. Did you hunt that in BDSP? Because that also... Ooh, that's a choice. Yes, oh no. I'm sorry for you. Well, you live and you learn. At least you were able to stop the hunt. I wouldn't be able to stop because I'm like a gambling addict, but I don't gamble, but just with shiny hunting. Like, well, I've spent so much time now, I cannot stop. I need to get the goods. Like the sunken cost fallacy or something. Well, 850 is a good time to stop. Like you have a taste of the hunt, and you know it's not going to be working out. If you invest that much time in a shiny, you want it to be a shiny that you like. So Arceus is a good choice. I got shine out there. I thought it was shiny for a second, but I looked at my current hunting icon. Arceus, you refuse to give up on. If I force myself to buy another game just to get it as shiny in this game, I ain't stopping. And that's the good motivation. And it's okay to take breaks for shinies. So when it takes a long time, you can take a little break. You don't want to burn yourself out. But you're already very motivated to get it done if you bought the whole game for it. And just do something on the side. Grab your phone, grab your laptop or whatever. Watch something, watch a stream, watch a video, watch TV, listen to a podcast. I don't care. Do something to keep yourself entertained. Fully focusing on the shiny hunt is rough. Very rough. But it's also a vibe when you find it and you see it in its full glory appearing on your screen. The yellow Arceus with the sunset. I have our phone, so you're going in. Good. Well, first complete that dex. Then you can get it. How far along are you with the dex? Or do you still need to play through Legends Arceus? $4664. That's a palindrome. Oh, okay. You're still on the Ursaluna quest. That's, if I remember correctly, in the Meyerlands. So, you still have some ways to go. But keep up. You can do this. Legends Arceus is not that long of a game. And you must also enjoy it when you're at it anyway. It might be one of the best Pokemon games on Switch. For me, at least. Legends Arceus. I very much liked it. The Dustox you see on my screen right now, as the previous shiny, I found that in Legends Arceus. I was actually hunting for it. Because yeah, when you want all the shinies, you need to find all the shinies. You're not giving up, but Pokemon I can transfer to Scarlet are getting evolved. They're leveled up. Yeah, I can imagine that. But I think you should wait with that until you're done with the game. So just get everything during the main story that you can. Just throw balls at everything you see. And then at the end you can make up a list. Hey, I missed this Pokemon, I missed that one, I missed this one. And then you can look at cards and get them from there. Then it will be more structured, you know? Because if you're doing all the work right now for completing that dex, and you're doing double work because some Pokemon are so easy to get in Legends Arceus anyway, it would be a waste of time. Just got Graveler transferred there to evolve him to Golem. Really? That's a choice. I would say it's maybe harder to evolve Graveler in Scarlet than it is in Legends Arceus. Because you can get the linking cord in Legends Arceus, so you don't have to trade it. But if this works for you, that's great. This is my friends play more of Scarlet and Violet, so that's why. Ah, okay, you're more in that ecosystem. Yeah. I can imagine. If your friends are over there, it's also more fun to play Scarlet and Violet. And trade with them there. And then it's easy also because you have easy access to people to trade with. That's not for everyone, sadly. Alright. Man, I did a playthrough with some friends in Scarlet and Violet. It was so fun. I really like the multiplayer function they added to that game. That you can just join each other's world. Even though it doesn't really do anything, it arguably makes your experience worse because encounters are very weird. Spawns are very weird. But it's so fun just to play together in that game. Doing the BBQ quests. Wait, that's double. Doing the blueberry quests. BBQ. Blueberry quests. Yeah, it was a good time. Kind of already miss it. Like the game came out 2022, that's 4 years ago already. But they're still the newest gen, so to say. Winds and Waves they won't release for another year. But I'm also very excited for Winds and Waves. When I saw the trailer for Winds and Waves first, I was like, yeah, I'm picking Gekwa. But now that I've seen all the Pokemon more, Sprout is really starting to grow on me. Maybe I pick Sprout. But I don't know. Still a long time to go. Now enjoying the games I have currently. Instead of all the games I might have. Okay. I think I'm going to 4,700 encounters. And then I'll be wrapping up. Because for me it's evening. And I need to go to work tomorrow. This was just a short stream. I wanted to go live. It had been a while for me, so... And I've never streamed Pokemon before, so... Also something I wanted to try out. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, Shaymin. Nope. Makes sense. Shiny Arceus will be mine in the future. I'm aware he's level 80, so I'll transfer my team to Scarlet and put them around those levels. Smart. Very smart. Level 80 is high for a legendary. Normally they're like 60 or something. Woo. But if you are prepared, you know what you're doing. You told me your whole team with the Blissey, the Gallade, the Pelipper. Or he ain't a legendary. Yeah, I know he ain't a legendary. But look at this Shaymin. Shaymin is also a mythical. And Shaymin's only level 30. But yeah, you're right. He's a mythical. Oh, I remember the times where mythicals were all unobtainable. We live in the better timeline now. Grindy rating with a party of 13. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How was the stream? What did you play? Hello. Welcome over, everyone. As you can see, we're hunting Shaymin in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond at this moment. Currently, 4,600 encounters. You're hunting Chimchar in this game. Oh no. Chimchar? You mean briefcase simulator Chimchar or Masuda? I'm fearing the worst. Briefcase? Oh man, respect to you, man. I wish I could do that. I probably don't have the patience for that, but wow. How many encounters are you at? Hit 6-100. Oh no! Also the overall squad and 6,000 is rough. 1.5 odds. Ay 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 ay. Ay. Grindy now following. Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Oof. Did you find a Starly while hunting, or are you completely shinyless at this moment? Found 3? No! 3! 3 unconscious. Man, your luck is not on your side. Oi, 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 oi. That's rough. You'll get it eventually. Chimchar's a cool shiny. It's so bad, yeah. Oof. Yeah, just stick with it. How long are the encounters? Like 2 minutes or something? Or even longer, maybe. Like 1 minute 30 for each, I think? Okay. Ooh, you've been on it for a while. And then if you get it, are you going to do something like a badge quest or a dream to... I cannot talk anymore. The dream team quest? Or is it just a Chimchar you want to have as a starter? A shiny only playthrough, that's awesome. That's awesome. Did you plan it out already, or is it just go with the flow? Whatever you want to hunt at that moment. Want to hunt the legendaries too? Good luck. That's cool. Hunting the legendaries is cool. That's also why I'm hunting Shaymin. Not planned, just focus on the pink monkey. Yeah, I can imagine. Be patient. That's the only thing I can say. It will happen eventually. But it will always take a while. Sadly, that's just a part of shiny hunting. But the sad part is when you go over odds. Like, going over odds, that's going to happen anyways. If you're shiny hunting, you're going to go over odds. But if you go over odds with a hunt that takes so long, that sucks. That sucks. You rather go over odds with the easy hunts, and then the hard hunts will be over in a jiffy. But it never happens, does it? Just like this Shaymin. I mean, it's not as bad as your 6,000, but getting to this 4,600 already took a while. You must know that. Now, I'm not really actively hunting this Shaymin, so I did like 3,000 encounters over the span of a year. Because I just always get kind of bored with this hunt. But eventually, I thought this is the moment to get it. If you're wondering, by the way, why am I... Why did I click the encounter button? If you're wondering why I'm soft resetting the Shaymin and not doing the runaways, it's because I'm actually also hunting on my 3DS at the moment for type null, which you cannot see because I don't have a 3DS capture card. But multi-hunting with runaways, my brain couldn't wrap around it. Apparently I'm too dumb for that. So this is faster for me when I'm multi-hunting. When I'm single hunting, of course, I will do the runaways, because that's actually faster. It doesn't save too much on the Switch 2, luckily. If I was on Switch 1, I wouldn't be doing this like I'm doing it right now. You gotta go make some food. Good luck on the shiny. I'll leave a lurk. Hey, thank you so much for the raid. Of course, yeah, you just had a stream, so all good. Enjoy your food, and thank you for raiding. Bye-bye. Come on, shiny. That's not how it works. I just said that, and I added another 500 encounters to this hunt. When you start begging for it, they never appear. Oh man. What other hunts do I have on the planning after this? What should I hunt after the Shaymin? Let me think. Maybe I'll go for the Deoxys next in Fire Red, but then I need to finish Fire Red. Which of course, that's fun. But that's a 1 in 8,000 hunt. Maybe I should do a shorter hunt. Maybe something easy in Legend ZA or something. Because for those who are just joined, I'm doing a shiny living dex basically in order, but not exactly because I'm doing Shaymin right now. But I'm actually, as you can see at my previous shiny, that's a Dostox, which is a Gen 3 Pokemon. So I'm at Gen 3 for my shiny living dex. I completed Gen 1, except Mew, because Mew is not really obtainable, and I'm not counting Pokemon Go, and I'm not doing glitches. But I did get Celebi in Virtual Console Crystal on 3DS, which was hype, very hype. I got that around 500 and 5,500 encounters, maybe. I don't remember. I have it written down somewhere on my phone. I document all my shinies, but just as pictures with the encounter number and in which game I did it. But now I decided to stream because maybe that's fun. Documenting the shinies there. Of course, I missed a large part of my living dex already. But that's okay. That's completely fine. I'm doing this for myself mostly. That was the wrong button. Yeah. What's this on my third party events? Yeah, okay. 4688. Where was I in my story? Oh yeah, I'm hunting Gen 3 now, so I'm going box by box basically. The only reason I decided to hunt Shaymin is because I'm also hunting type Null at the moment on my 3DS, which you cannot see. I'm sorry for that. Because I don't have, I simply don't have a 3DS capture card. I don't have a modded 3DS. I don't want a modded 3DS. So I'm just, but I thought single hunting type Null was a bit boring. So I wanted to do something on the side. So you're watching my side hunt right now. But my side hunt got kind of out of hand. So now we're at 4,690 encounters, basically. But hey, that happens. That's fine. But after this, I will go back to my box order. So I need to get... I got the Trico line fully. I need the Torchic line, which I might do in Scarlet and Violet, because that's easy. I might also do it in the Mega Dimensions DLC. I have to wait and see what my mood strikes. I need one more Mudkip. I have Mudkip and Marshtomp. I already have shiny. I just need the Swampert. But for one shiny, I might not want to use a Sandwich because I hate grinding Herba Mystica and Scarlet and Violet. I just hate that. So no. Probably I'm going to do the the Mega Dimensions DLC for that. Then I need a Mightyena. Could also do it in Scarlet Invited, but I think it would be fun to actually go to Oras and do Horde encounters on Route 1. I do have a problem in Oras though. I'm completely out of money. And I don't have any Pokeballs. And the story for that is I hunted a shiny Raikou in the Hoopa rings. And I don't have a shiny charm there, so it was a 1 in 4,000 hunt, just like this one. But it went very quickly. It was only 1,500 encounters, which I was very happy with. But I wasn't prepared. Just like I'm not prepared for Shaymin. I didn't have a team to fall swipe. I didn't have a team to do any sleep or paralysis or anything like that. I didn't have it. So I just went in chugging quick balls. And then I had 40 Ultra Balls. That was all I could afford. And it caught on the... Well, I didn't catch with the Ultra Balls. I used them all, which was very sad. And then I had to resort to use my Master Ball. So I'm actually out of any type of Pokeball. No Ultra Balls, no Master Ball, no Quick Balls, nothing. No Premier Balls, no regular Pokeballs, nothing. I have nothing. So if I want to hunt in... Oh, oops. If I want to hunt in Oras, I need to do some money grinding first. So I think that's just going through the Elite Four. But my team in Oras is severely underleveled for the Elite Four. Because in Oras, when you re-battle the Elite Four, the levels are way higher. Which is cool, of course, if you like battling, that's great. But if you don't like battling, like me, well, I like battling, but not competitively, so to say. And of course, the league in Oras is not competitive battling. But I just don't like that my team is like level 60 and that the league is like level 80. Because I need to grind then. I don't like grinding. That's what I don't like. That might sound really dumb for someone who likes shiny hunting. Because shiny hunting is grinding. So that's dumb. But I don't like level grinding because it feels so useless. Because you're only leveling up your Mon and you don't get anything from it. Because if I was shiny hunting, I would be running away from the Pokemon. And then my encounters would go way faster, so I would find something quicker. But when I'm grinding, I'm probably not finding a shiny. I'm only leveling up for the sake of grinding even more for money. That's what I like about BDSP. You can just have the Versus Seeker, go to the old couple on Route 212, and keep on battling them with the Amulet coin and getting a lot of money very quickly. I like that. That's a nice grind because you get your money quickly, but now I need to grind for the grind. No, it goes too far. I only like grinding directly for a direct purpose, not grinding for a grind. But it's okay. I'll do it because Horde encounters are fun. And it's also way more passive. Hunting in the games with overworld shinies, first of all, love overworld shinies, but it does require some more active attention. It's just true. So you cannot really... Yeah, you can have a second monitor thing on, like a stream. Always good to have a stream on. Or like a video, TV, whatever. But nothing with active attention. Like here it's reversed. Like here with this hunt, my shiny hunt is the second screen. It's a different way of hunting. Like active and passive hunts. And those passive hunts, although they most often take a longer time because the odds are most likely not in your favor. In this game, the odds are always 1 in 4,000 unless you're doing Masuda method. Or when the hunt is passive, you're probably soft resetting, or you're doing random encounters, which is slower than doing all those overworld encounters. I don't even know where I wanted to go with this. Oh yeah, Horde encounters. I like them because they're passive. That's the end. Okay. 2 encounters. 1 encounter. Well, depending on my account. 1 encounter till we hit 4,700. Always good to hit those round numbers with 2 zeros in them. Will it be a shiny though? Probably not, but let's find out. And moment of truth. 4,700 Shaymin. Seen. Nope. Sad. Okay. I said I would go to this number, but... Ah. Sometimes I'm confused. I'm doing too many things at the same time. Note to self, next time when streaming, don't hunt on 3 systems. Because you will get confused. Quite confusing. So many buttons to press. So many counters to keep. If you want to know, by the way, my type null, 7,178 encounters. Terrible. Terrible. Oh. The luck is not on my side. But it's fine. It's fine. Not complaining. Okay, I'll probably go... Only... Oh. I was like, why does my chat keep going up? For those who want to know, I have a very strange keybind for my encounter counter. I'm using a program called Dev Counter and Soundboard, which it's a good program, but I set my keybind to the arrow keys. But every time I don't have the dev counter selected, and I press up to count up, my whole page just goes up or down or whatever I'm doing. It's... I should find another keybind. I just don't know which one. Maybe I should bind it to Control and Shift or something. But those are keys I use sometimes. I just want to bind them to keys I never use. But what are keys I never use? And easy to hit keys. It was also important for me because I can bind it to plus or minus. It's so high up on the keyboard. I need to think about this. Maybe Control and Shift on the right side of the keyboard might be useful. But then if I ever do Control C or Control V, I will hit my encounters. Like the arrow keys I never use for anything. So that's why I chose them, but... Like... Even though I never use them for anything, they are used in so many programs where I don't use them. But if I press the key, they are used in the program. So I need to find keys that A, I'd never use. B, that most programs don't use. And C, that are easy to reach from always. I just want to stretch my hand and be able to press them quickly. And of course I will get used to other encounter numbers. Sure. It's all fine. Okay. 3 more minutes. Then I'm wrapping up. Because I need, yeah, for me it's already late. Need to go to work tomorrow. You know, life. Yeah. Reset this game. Water type, no. Even though Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are not loved by the community, and they're not the best games, I'm never going to defend these games in court. They should have been better, but I still really like them. Like, Diamond and Pearl were my first ever Pokemon games. Well, Diamond specifically. And Brilliant Diamond, just every time seeing this intro, the sound, the music, every time I start up the game, it's nostalgic. It kind of is. It kind of is. And nostalgia does work. I am a sucker for nostalgia. You know, I'm hunting type null in Ultra Sun. And you need to move like one step to the right and then smash A. But sometimes I'm mashing A for so long. And then I see like, oh, shit. I didn't make the step. I've been wasting so much time. Ugh. Annoying. This button. Okay. $47.8 encounters. Should I just say all my encounter numbers every encounter? No, I shouldn't. Bad thought. Alrighty, alrighty. Final 2 encounters. Will it happen? It could. It could happen. Not out of the question. The chance is low, but it could. It would be so hype. I would be very grateful for that, Shaymin. The gratitude Pokemon. Alright, guys. Last encounter. 4,710 encounters. Would it happen? No, not today, not today. Oh, don't start it back up. Muscle memory, you know. Well, that was it for me today. A bit of a short stream. It was my first Pokemon stream, so hey. I think it was a success. Thank you guys all for chatting, for being here. Thank you, Grindy, for the raid. Appreciate it. If you like what you saw, even as a lurker, I know I'm a lurker. Please consider leaving a follow. I will go live soon, probably tomorrow, maybe this weekend. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching. See you the next time. Bye bye. Goodbye. Ciao ciao. You.